So we finally gotta have the airdrop for Backpack. Yes, the wallet that you guys have been using to interact with Eclipse, with Fragmetric and multiple projects on Solana, also Eclipse chain. We're gonna have an airdrop for it, which is pretty interesting. So back in 2024, I shared a few videos on Backpack Exchange and why I was using it. And fortunately, I really hope that you guys also did it, because now we have a point season which will last for 10 weeks, and probably after that we're gonna have the airdrop, even though they say that they might do more season, but that doesn't mean we cannot have the airdrop right after season 1. You guys can use Particle Network as an example, which I posted a video last week, and we're gonna have the airdrop tomorrow, which is crazy because their point season lasted only 2 weeks, and right after that we're gonna have the airdrop. So if you want to get involved with Backpack, I do recommend that you just start, because we never know, they might just do 1 season or even do it even shorter instead of 10 weeks, just to make sure that they can allocate more money into users. So yeah, but let's go straight into it. So if you don't know Backpack, they have their own wallet, which again, most of us we have been using. They have Backpack Exchange, which is something like a DEX. And also they have the NFT project, which is Mad Lads on Solana. And to be honest, I do think it is one of the biggest NFT projects on Solana, worth millions of dollars. I know that some of you also like some type of information when it comes to raising money. They raised $37 million, but that was back in 2024, February. So it has been a year. And that was at a valuation of 120 million. And I think back then they didn't have the Backpack wallet, or they were just starting out. So by now this is worth way more. So they do have enough money to do a pretty good airdrop. Okay, so when it comes to the points, this will last for 10 weeks, as I mentioned, and it started on March 21st. On March 20th, they took a snapshot for everybody that took trades before that date. So you should have some points there if you did follow my video back in the past. If not, completely fine. You can still push some volume on Backpack. And yeah, so let's go ahead and show you guys. By the way, we don't know the criteria. We don't know how they're going to be calculating the points. It is not official. It is not something that we can check. And also it says here that the criteria for points is being updated on a continuous basis. So for me, just try to stay active, to use 1, Backpack wallet, but 2, also use their platform. So what we can do here, number 1 is that you're gonna need KYC to use Backpack. Unfortunately, you might see it as a bad thing. How I see it is that we're gonna have less users using the platform, so more rewards to us. So if you're okay with KYC, go ahead and do it. If you're not, then go ahead and skip it. Myself, I did KYC back in 2024, so that's why I'm able to use it. Once you're done, you guys just need to deposit some funds. So you go to deposit, you will see your wallet address. Obviously, I'm not gonna click on deposit. And from there, just use your wallet. I do recommend using Backpack wallet to send your funds to Backpack Exchange, obviously to show that you're actually active, also on the decentralized side. And once you have your funds, we have 3 things we can do. We have spot, we have futures, which is just perps, trading with leverage, and also lending. An easy way to use lending is doing this first. So you go to portfolio, then you go to settings, and then click auto lend. So it will automatically lend your funds, and you will be earning some API on it. It is not a crazy amount, under 1%, but at least you're using that feature. And even if you have auto lend activated, you can still swap and trade on the platform. It doesn't really matter. So first step, you go to portfolio, and then you go to auto lend so you can activate it. Once you're done, go to spot if you want to swap something. So maybe purchase some Solana, whatever other token that you want to do, Bonk, Movement, JTO, whatever it is, right? Once you're done with that, you can also go to futures, which is trading with leverage. Obviously, don't go crazy. Understand the risk when you're playing with leverage, but still, if you can place a few position, watch your orders. You can use limit orders, market orders, whatever you prefer, just for you to create some volume. And another thing is you need to be really active, right? Don't go ahead and add $100, you place 2 to 3 trades and then you forget about it. No, make it a habit for you to maybe every day, every 2 days to come here, swap a token, place a simple trade, and then always have your lending activated. You can use it manually, but just for simplicity, I'm just using AutoLand, so that's why. And basically that's it when it comes to backpack. Obviously on the side, make sure that you're also using the backpack wallet in case you have been using Phantom. I'm gonna add the link for backpack wallet. It is basically the same, so at least you can increase your chances of receiving a multiplier. And then second, focus on backpack exchange, push some weekly volume. There is no minimum, so if you have $100, hey, do whatever you can with whatever you have. If you have $1,000, even better, 10,000, whatever you can use and you're okay with using on the platform. Spot, just swapping, futures, and then having your AutoLand activated. Lastly, if you want to see your points, you just go here, click on points, and you will see your points. By the way, it is every Thursday that we're gonna see our points. So today, there is no point for you to see. Okay, so just wait until next Thursday and you should be able to see your points. And basically that's it. Hopefully after week 10 we can have the airdrop. Why I am kind of bullish on maybe we're gonna have the airdrop after week 10 is that back in the days we used to have some campaigns on backpack whereby swapping Solana USDC we receive a portion of some pools. So for example, one of them that I got was IO. I think it is IO. Yeah, IO. So this one, I got around $300 on backpack. And also some other projects like you could receive some USDC, so on and so forth. And what I have found on backpack is that once there is a lot of people joining the campaign, they stop it, just to make sure that the reward pool can actually be enough for the current users. So that's why we never know, they might do something, right? They might say it is going to be for the next 10 weeks, and then you see that after 6 weeks they decide to just do the airdrop to be able to allocate a pretty large portion to early users. And another thing is the amount of points that they are allocating on a weekly basis is probably capped, just like Hyperliquid, Paradox. At first it was quite easy for you to get 1,000 points on Hyperliquid, like November, December, but now, well, not now, the airdrop is done. But after that, 6 months after it, 5 months after that, it was actually super hard just to get 1 or 10 points on Hyperliquid. Same for Paradox. On pre-season, I got 10,000 points. Nowadays, for me to get 200 points, 300 points on Paradox, it is a shit ton of work. So if you can be early, probably it is the best way to play it, because probably by now there is not a lot of people pushing a lot of volume, and by the end of it is when we're gonna see the masses coming and trying to get a portion of the airdrop. So as usual, gonna add all the links in the description. Any question, any doubts, just let me know. Peace out.